Soulcraft Martial Arts, Brad Wolfson,
Coach Chase.
Coach Chase here, filming a technique here for you this week. Something that I've been playing around with here, something kind of weird, but man, this has been working so well for me. Kind of stumbled on this when I was going for my bow and arrow, which you know, is like my favorite technique. I try it on everybody and can't get the bow and arrow. The guy's just defending too well, okay? So when he's defending my bow and arrow too well and I can't get my hand in that collar to get my grip, I'm not even gonna worry about it. I'm just gonna use the lapel instead. Check it out. All right, guys, so look, on his back here, okay? Good seatbelt position, or at least I'm trying to get a good seatbelt position, but this guy's just like all sealed up here. So I may have taken his back here, but he's like Fort Knox here. He's defending everything and I can't get hands in there. He's not letting me grip, even if I'm able to get my hand in a little bit. Let me get my hand in a little bit, coach. Here, okay? The other side is like so tight here that I can't make a grip, okay? So I just can't get anything here, all right? So no problem, I'm not gonna worry about it. I'm not gonna force my hand in there and try to like use a lot of power to get his hands out of my way, okay? Instead, I'm just gonna keep my position super tight here, okay? So good control here with that adductor on the hip. I can go behind, I can make a hook, I can step on the hip, it doesn't really matter. As long as I can keep this tight, chest is gonna connect to the back and my head is gonna be super tight here, okay? The control here is very important. If he can bail on me, okay? Go ahead, turn, coach. Yeah, it's gonna be impossible for me to work this. So I gotta keep him here long enough that I can take this hand out now and I can lean onto my shoulder a little bit and open my gi and pull that lapel tail out. If you were already rolling here, my gi may already be loose, my belt may already be loose. So easy, I can just pull this over and I can drape it over his shoulder like a little cape here, okay? So I'm gonna stay super tight here. Pull that lapel out by the tail and drape it over his shoulder, okay? I'm not gonna worry too much about the defense here. I don't care if he even grabs my hand here, it doesn't really matter. I'm just gonna feed the lapel right here, just like that, okay? And keep it right over his shoulder, that's the key. I don't want it down here, I want it right over his shoulder, okay? So now here's what's gonna happen, guys. Look, that free hand now is gonna reach underneath. I don't care how low I get here, even if he's really tight. And I'm gonna get a grip on the opposite lapel like I would for bow and arrow, okay? Just like that, or for like a basic collar choke where I pull down and away on this side and back, okay? So I'm in my basics position here. Only difference is now I have the lapel instead of the grip on the collar, okay? So we're gonna go exact same bow and arrow setup that we always work. I'm gonna let him go over my hook and take the bait here, slide up on my elbow, drive forward here and slide my knee right up, okay? Now look, you'll notice that Coach Chase still has his hands in there real tight. Not a problem, check it out. I'm gonna sit him up. I'm gonna reach underneath, step and sit, okay? And now two things are gonna happen. If he keeps the hands in there, I'm just gonna draw everything back and choke him right through his hands. It's really uncomfortable. I'm pushing his hands into his neck. He's gonna tap, okay? Or 9 times out of 10 as I start to choke here, he's gonna be like, I don't like that. He's gonna pull the hand out of there. And I'm gonna choke him with my own lapel, just like that, okay? So I kind of stumbled on this accidentally because everyone's defending my bow and arrow choke here now. You guys are getting really good at it, okay? So one more time, check it out. We're here, okay, in a good back position. But man, this guy's like Fort Knox. He's sealed up. I can't get anything, okay? So I'm gonna pull that lapel tail out, drape it over his shoulder, and reach right here, okay? Just keep it here, nice and loose. I don't even worry about what he's doing. Look, I don't care if he's gonna grab my hand here and respect that, or if he's just gonna keep everything really tight and start turning. Doesn't really matter, but I've got to be ready to go here because he's gonna start turning onto his shoulder and I'm gonna let him go, okay? I'm gonna drive up. The key here is that I wanna bring him close to me, so watch how I sit him up. Same way I do with all my other bow and arrow setups. I sit him up, I drive underneath here and I get control. I step and sit, and now look where we are. In this case, I already ended up right under his neck without the hand in there, beautiful. Choke, okay? If he has his hand in there, not the end of the world. Look, I just start to put pressure here. And that pressure in, driving in, pushing that, okay, radial bone here right into his neck actually makes the choke tighter. Just like that, okay? I just can't finish it, man. This guy's like crazy strong. I just can't get it. Watch, I'll take the hand out and I'll go right to an Ezekiel. I'll go right behind here. I'll push this right through and I'll straighten everything, okay? So I got 3 little options for my finish there. Thanks so much for watching our stuff, guys. Soulcraftbjj.com. Find us online, visit us anytime. Part of BJJ Globetrotters, we love visitors here. Always have an open door for everyone, and part of Makara BJJ, Master Marcio Stambowski, and props to him for just teaching us and showing us the way. Thanks so much, guys, and see you soon.